This section is O.5, composition of linear functions, find an equation. This section is the most difficult by far, I believe, of all the assigned IXLs for these NTI days. It says Q of X is equal to X plus 4 and R of X is equal to 5X. And it says find Q of R of X. So what you can do first is I rewrite that like this. Q parentheses R parentheses X. Instead of having the little dot in the middle, I rewrite that. Instead of Q, then the little symbol for the composition of functions, I rewrite it like this. So what I do here is I take the Q and I drop it down, and in the parentheses here, I write what R of X is. R of X is 5X. And this may help you. So I've plugged that in here. So what I'm going to do is the other function, the Q function that I haven't used, I take 5X and plug it in everywhere there's an X. So instead of just saying X plus 4, I take the 5X and replace this. So it's 5X plus 4. And there's nothing to simplify here. 5X plus 4 will be this answer. So 5X plus 4. Okay, so this next one says A of X equals 6X and B of X is equal to X plus 1. And it says find A of B of X. So again, I'm going to rewrite that like this. A parentheses B parentheses X. So B of X is X plus 1. I take this and plug it in here into the A function. So I write 6, and instead of writing 6X, I write parentheses X plus 1. The 6 has to be distributed. So 6 times X is 6X, and 6 times 1 is 6. So this answer is 6X plus 6. 6X plus 6. Okay, the next one says A of X is equal to 3X and B of X equals 5X plus 6. And it says find A of B of N. They just changed the variable to N. Okay, so A and then B of X is 5X plus 6. I plug this into the A function. I work backwards. So the A function has a 3 in the front. So I put 3 parentheses 5X plus 6. 3 times 5 is 15X here. And 3 times 6, that's 18. So 3 times 5X is 15X. 3 times 6 is 18. So this answer is 15X plus 18. But I almost messed up. Where they used an N, I need to change this variable to an N when I type it in on IXL. So 15N plus 18. 15N plus 18. Okay, so this one says B of C of Z. We'll change the variable last. I'll just use X. So I write B on the outside. The C function, 3X plus 5, goes in the parentheses. So B, 3X plus 5 equals, the B function has a 6 in the front, and then I put 3X plus 5. So 6 times 3, that's 18X, and 6 times 5 is 30. Don't forget to change it to a Z this time. So 18Z plus 30. 18Z plus 30. Alright, this one says R of S of Z. So R of S of Z, I'm just going to leave it as X at first. So the first function says R of X equals 4X subtract 8. And the second one says S of X is equal to negative 4X plus 9. So I go over here and rewrote it. The R drops down. So S of x is negative 4x plus 9. That equals, I go up here, this is gone. I'm going to plug it in. All of that gets plugged in right here where x is. So 4 parentheses, negative 4x plus 9. And then this subtract 8 is on the end down here. So 4 times negative 4, that's negative 16. 4 times 9 is what? 36. And then the subtract 8 drops down. So negative 16x. Let's see. What's 36? Subtract 8. 28. And again, don't forget to change this x. They use z in this problem. So negative 16z plus 28. So negative 16z plus 28. All right, and I have almost made it. Let me skip up just a little bit, see if they get a little bit harder. Jumping up to the next level. No, this is, you don't even have to do this one. It's asking you to do 2 different problems, because this is when it jumps all the way up to the blue ribbon. Let me go back and just do one more real quick. Let's do one more. So this one says R of S of x. So this time R of x is negative x plus 4, and S of x is negative 4x plus 2. Alright, so here's the problem. The R drops down. S of x is negative 4x plus 2. This gets plugged in here. So the negative sign is going to stay in the front, parentheses, negative 4x plus 2, and then the plus 4 goes on the end after the parentheses. So a negative times a negative is a positive 4x. A negative times 2 is negative 2, and then the plus 4 drops down. So negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So this one is 4x plus 2. 4x plus 2. Yeah, and I mean that's what this problem's asking you to do too. So just if you still need help, just send me a message and I'll help you.